What's hiding underneath things can be scary. Underwater, under your bed, especially what's under your carpet. Except when you get new carpet from Carpet One Floor and Home. After tearing up your old carpet, they'll vacuum and apply Health Annex antimicrobial to your subfloor, disinfecting and killing mold, mildew, and any remaining general awfulness. Carpet One Floor and Home goes the extra mile to protect you, your family, and your home. Carpet One Floor and Home in Columbia, making your home beautiful, guaranteed.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on this Tuesday, September the 26th. Pleasure to have you with us today. We're going to talk about something that we hear and read about every day in the news, unless you have your head buried in the sand, and that is global warming. Some people believe that global warming is a hoax. More and more people are starting to come around to the thought that, hey, this is really something that is happening and something that's affecting each and every one of us. Ken Midkiff is with us. You were spokesman for the Sierra Club many, many years. You talk about environmental matters. You wanted to touch on global warming today.
Yeah, well, I just Googled the number of meteorologists who are climate scientists. According to one poll, 90% believe that global warming is occurring. Another poll shows that 97%. So climate scientists are almost totally, in favor of thinking that climate change is occurring because of human emissions.
Yeah. Now, this year, 2023, apparently will go on record as the warmest summer that we have ever had in the United States.
Correct.
And I'm not sure if it's for the entire Northern Hemisphere or not.
It's for the entire world.
The warmest summer.
The warmest summer.
When you look at these statistics, you see the wildfires that are occurring. You see the drought that has occurred. And then we have the torrential rain. Not just going to a little bit of moisture, but copious amounts of moisture all at one time.
Right.
This is devastating to the environment.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't understand this. You can have torrential rain in one area and a drought in another, and both may be attributed to climate change because the climate is changing. And global warming is occurring. Like I said, it doesn't matter what your political affiliation is, whether you're a Democrat or a Republican or communist or whatever. Everybody is affected the same. And usually a hoax requires like somebody to get rich off of electric vehicles, or that the only persons getting rich right now are the people who are still in favor of particularly the fossil fuel companies, who are in favor of burning more and more and more fossil fuels.
Where do you see the world, just in your opinion, and where do you see us in 20 to 25 years?
Well, Paul, both you and I are of the age where
we may not be around.
We won't be around.
We may not be around in 20, 25 years.
But my grandchildren will be. And my concern is that my great-grandchildren will, suffer the ill effects of global warming.
I said we may not be around, but there was a new study that shows that we're living much longer, and there's a good chance that we could live well into our 90s. So we might be around.
Well, yeah.
Depending on where you are in your 70s right now. But the point is, we need to take care of what we have on our earth at this point. And we have made, over the years, we've just made a terrible mess of things.
Right.
I don't know if it's too late to try to make amends and get things going in the right direction, or if we've come too far. I like to think that if we try, we still can make a difference.
Yeah, I agree. But according to some studies, what's up in the upper atmosphere now, carbon dioxide, methane, will be up there a long, long time. So even though we make immediate and drastic changes in the emissions, it won't happen overnight that we'll see
Correct.
a regular climate.
But we can all do our part to make a difference. We can all,
Right.
if we cut back just a little bit and be conscious about what we're doing to the environment, what we're doing to the earth, as far as pesticides,
Right.
insecticides, we're poisoning the soil, we're poisoning the air. And we're doing it not even thinking about it. I don't think any of us have a malicious reason to try to do this.
I think that's correct. I know a number of farmers, and all of them, they raise cows, and
Right.
and cows emit methane, but they don't do it deliberately.
Not at all. Not at all. It's just, and this has been a way of life for so long, it's difficult to break the habits the way you've been living.
Right.
But we do need to think about it. We need to talk about it, and conversations like this, hopefully, will open up a line of thought.
The problem as I see it right now is, President Biden has done some remarkable things to purge emissions, but at the same time, he's also approved the Willow pipeline and a number of other pipelines which move fossil fuel from one place to another. So the fossil fuel industry still has a heavy hand in Congress and with the president, and it doesn't matter whether in the United States or United Kingdom or France or Europe or wherever, that the fossil fuel industry is still lobbying heavily to continue doing what they have done.
Mm-hmm. And we all depend on fossil fuel.
Oh, yeah.
We all use it, every single one of us, to get down here today. We use fossil fuel unless we had an electric vehicle or unless we rode our bicycle. But I burned gasoline to get here this morning, and so did you. But it's just something that we need to talk about. We need to try to change our habits. It takes time to change the habits, but we need to do something.
Yeah. Well, I've probably like you, I've looked at electric vehicles, and we take trips to as far away as Edisto Beach in South Carolina, and Denver and Fort Collins, and we would have to charge the battery several times, and each time takes at least half hour. So we'd be adding an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to travel time.
But I had a friend who had an electric vehicle and drove down to Florida.
Yeah.
With it, drove down to Florida and back.
Oh,
stopping
really?
and charging, yes.
Without charging?
No, stopping and charging.
Oh,
but they did it
okay.
with the electric vehicle. Ken, we're out of time for today, but if people want more information, you can go online and Google climate change, global warming. There is a wealth of information there.
Right.
And anytime you want to see Ken on the street, are you still writing for the newspapers?
I'm writing for the Joplin Globe.
Okay. Well, you can read him online.
Yeah.
The Joplin Globe. Thank you so much, Ken. It's a pleasure to have you here. Ken Midkiff. We're out of time for today. If there's something you'd like to hear or see, I would love to hear from you. Drop me an email. That's pepperp@missouri.edu. And remember, all of us can make a difference if we do just a little bit ourselves. Have yourself a nice day. Bye-bye.